CU version, you just can stand normally, and like you're not gonna know that like playing the game. So there's just lots of like weird, and there's like probably dozens of those kind of things in this game. So it's a weird game, but it's stable.
Yeah,
It's nice.
the game is stable. The game is stable, and we have like a very, I would say, proficient glitch hunters or just like research or science researchers, like community members. Like people look for stuff that can make the speedruns better or like can make fun stuff happen. So we have clips in different stuff, like we've seen Harness Skip, Jello Beach Skip, which are based on clips. We have something like even EYG, which is the Yoshi Go Round in Pina 6 that we do earlier on without doing Pina 5. That's also a clip. All of these have been discovered over the years because people have been looking for stuff, and that's one of the strengths for Sunshine. The game doesn't crash, but we have people trying to look for stuff that we could do, and there's like some theoretical stuff that we're looking for. Like we know we can, for instance, clip into the zone where you're supposed to enter Corona Mountain. Like in Delfino Plaza way earlier on, but the loading zone is not there, so there's no point in doing so. We could do it, but there's no point in doing so because the loading zone is not there until you actually beat Shadow Mario in every world.
Oh, so here's a question that I have for you. Every community is a little bit different here. Speedrun communities, like you said, they have the people like looking for the glitches, the ones that work on the tech and the routing, and they're not always runners themselves, but they could be like just people really invested in the game. Any of these 7 runners here, do any of them like to hunt for glitches? Anyone like to do any routing, or is it just like optimizations that they find for themselves? Because I've seen a few references over the weekend, like Equivocal Genius found a few things that people are starting to implement in their run, and whatnot. How are these runners in terms of like looking for these things?
Yeah, e.g. Equivocal Genius and Guy are notably very, very good individual level, so IL players. Like they compete. We have a whole leaderboard, like a big Google Docs spreadsheet of every runner's times in different levels, like different shines, like every individual shine, and potentially some of them have different strats with like, I collect blue coins, I don't. This is the 120 variant. This is the 100 coin shines in Bianco, done in Bianco 3, done in Bianco 4, done in Bianco 6, etc. So we have like people looking for this, and in any percent, Guy and EG are the most like probably the best IL players, potentially also with Nindy that I should not forget about this in that list. They always look for that super small optimization of like, okay, how do I save 1 frame in Bianco 3 Secrets? How do I save 2 frames in Pina 3?
Yeah, because Jeff, maybe you might be able to comment about this. I believe we were talking about it yesterday, is that some of these splits are so optimized, like it's so hard to look for even a small like level of second save here or there, because the runners have gotten so consistent at them, and some of them are so safe to run through that there really isn't much more to be saved. We're just looking at consistency in some parts of the runs where you don't really expect to lose any time unless you mess up in any way.
Yeah, it's gotten to the kind of point where it's like the timer we have for like the practice codes can be kind of like variable from what I understand. So it's like it's a little bit random, and there are just some frames sometimes that you just kind of save by doing nothing when it, like you match an optimized record that a lot of ILers will strive for. Like I know Bianco 7 specifically, a Shadow Mario, is kind of the same type of deal with that. So it's kind of crazy how like just far some of these levels pushed or are pushed. Like a lot of the shorter ones are just probably not going to be beaten unless there are some kind of new strats or time save found, which honestly for ILs like does still happen somewhat often. EG specifically, and JPEP and a few other ILers are always just kind of like pushing some stuff and finding some new strats that are nowhere near RTA viable. Like Noki 6 Secret we've seen probably on and off throughout this event. There's a red coin mission you can do if you return, and recently there's an IL strat where you go in with turbo nozzle and which is not seen during the any percent run and nowhere near RTA viable, but is something you can do to push down that timer very low.
Yeah, I mean, when we've seen any golds throughout this weekend, they've only been like a frame, like a fraction of a second, only a frame saved. So that's just how optimized these runs are and how consistent these runners are. Golds are not going to happen very frequently, but we do get a lot of near world record paces throughout the weekend. But you kind of, I don't know if it's just me, but when I look at Guy, I can tell he loves the game. Like, I can tell he loves running it. I can tell he loves being here and everything to do with this community and like sort of the friends he's made in it.
Yeah, I think Guy and Reed notably have been a voice call during the runs lately. I don't know if every runner is in the call, but obviously like you have different affinities with different runners as well, like at any level or in any community. And I think they're just having a lot of fun, you know. It's a cool event, and showing like participating in that sort of event with your friends is just more fun. Just makes it even more fun.
So let me ask a little bit of a hard question before we like take these runs play by play and see what's going down. Any favorite moments of yours since you joined the Super Mario Sunshine community, or since you started speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine 100%?
For me, like my absolute favorite part, and I probably talked about it a few times, and I do talk about it a lot. Just in general, my favorite part of the community has just been like bingo, which Pappuccino is also a part of a lot. Like I love any percent, I love RTA, but like what totally got me back into the game was the SMS Bingo League, because there was like a lot of times I was just not playing it, which it's totally different than any percent. Like every bingo you play is just totally like a different beast. And I had Ramato mentor me, like get me through like getting better at it.